Hello and good morning, everyone. So, today is the first trading session of this week. So, let's get started with today's top stocks in news. The first one is ICICI Bank because company reported a Q3 results where net profit is up by 15% at 11,792 crores. The net interest income of the company is also up by 9.1% at 20,340 crores. Gross NPA, if you look at, is at 27,745 crores versus 27,121 crores on sequential basis, where the net NPA of the company is at 5,897 crores and gross NPA is at 1.96% versus 1.97% on quarter-on-quarter basis. The next stock which you need to look at is NTPC because the company also reported the Q3 result where net profit is up by 3.1% at 4,711 crores. Revenue is up by 5% at 41,352 crores. EBITDA is also up by 20.3% at 11,960 crores and margins are reported at 28.9% versus 25.2% on Y&Y basis. Along with that, NTPC declares commercial operation of Unit 1 660 megawatt of Khurja STPP of THDC India. The next stock which you need to look at is JSW Steel because net profit is down by 70.7% at 719 crores versus 2,450 crores on yearly basis. Revenue is also down by 1.3% at 41,378 crores. EBITDA is down by 22.3% at 5,579 crores and margins are also down at 13.5% versus 17.1% on Y&Y basis. The next stock which you need to look at is Godrej Consumer where net profit is down by 14.3% at 498 crores. Revenue is up by 3% at 3,768 crores. EBITDA is down by 10% at 755 crores and margins are reported at 20.1% versus 23% on yearly basis. The next stock which you need to look at is DLF because company reported the Q3 result where net profit is up by 61.2% at 1,058 crores. Revenue is also up by 0.5% at 1,528 crores. EBITDA is down by 21.7% at 400 crores and margins are reported at 26.2% versus 33.6% on Y&Y basis. The next stock which you need to look at is Macrotech Developers where the net profit is up by 87% at 944 crores. Revenue is also up by 39.3% at 4,083 crores and margins are reported at 32% versus 30.1%. The next stock which you need to look at is Indigo where the net profit of the company is down by 18.3% at 2,448 crores. Revenue is up by 13.7% at 22,110 crores. EBITDA is also up by 0.7%. Margins are reported at 23.3%, where the EBITDA is also up by 10.7% at 6,058 crores. EBITDA margins are reported at 27.4% and the Forex loss of the company is reported at 1,456 crore and the yield is also down by 1% on Y&Y basis. The next stock which you need to look at is Balkrishna Industries where the company's net profit is up by 47.2%. Revenue is also up by 12.6% at 2,560 crores. EBITDA is also up by 11.1% at 600 crores. Margins are reported at 23.5%. Also, company declares interim dividend of 4 rupees per share. The next stock which you need to look at is IDFC First Bank where net profit is down by 52.6%. Net interest income of the company is also up by 14.4% at 4,900 crores. Gross NPA is reported at 4,399 crores, where the net NPA is reported at 1,662 crores. Gross NPA is also reported at 1.94% versus 1.92% on sequential basis. The next stock which you need to look at is JK Cement where the net profit of the company is down by 33.2%. Revenue is also down by 0.2%, where the EBITDA of the company is down by 21.2% at 492 crores. Margins are reported at 16.8% versus 21.3% on yearly basis. Also, company to acquire 60% stake in the Safco Cement for 174 crores. The next stock which you need to look at is Yes Bank, where the net profit of the company is at 621 crores versus 231 crores. Net interest income of the company is up by 10.2%. Gross NPAs are reported at 3,963 crores, where the net NPA of the company is reported at 1,142 crores. Along with that, fresh slippage retail segment is at 1,774 crores versus 1,779 crores on sequential basis, and the gross slippage is at 1,348 crores. So these were some of the stock which you need to look at in today's trading session. Thank you. Bye bye.